Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy JGM Wrestling back out here with another wrestling reaction video. And in today's video, we're going to be reacting to WrestleLamia's video that he titled as Botches that made a WWE match better. Shout out to WrestleLamia for making a video. I'm already going to give it a like because I'm pretty sure this video is going to be fire. And if you haven't done so already, go subscribe to your boy on the road to 2K subscribers. Yes, sir. Let's go. Oh, iconic botch. Damn.
Botches that made a WWE match better. Number 1, the glass won't break. Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle, King of the Ring. Now say what you want about the disappointing WCW ECW invasion angle, but that story did provide us with several gems. If you've never even seen Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon, you've seen plenty of video packages of Kurt suplexing Shane through the glass. Now this was a botch as the glass didn't break on the first try, so Kurt Angle continued to use the suplex until it did. What the botch did was elevate Shane McMahon's character. We knew that he wasn't in the former WWE Champions League, but Kurt doing the belly-to-belly spot over and over again made him come across as a scrappy, never-say-die wrestler, which is a great component to have in these types of matches. Suddenly, it didn't seem like Kurt had the match easily won because of the toughness of Shane McMahon, and they had fans on the edge of their feet throughout the remainder of it. Unpredictability is wrestling's biggest component, and while it's harder to be unpredictable in today's landscape, having this shroud of mystery creates intrigue and interest among the fans. Though Shane lost, he earned some newfound respect by taking so much legitimate punishment. Number 2, RVD crushes Triple H's throat. The Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship Survivor Series 2002. Now the first ever Elimination Chamber match remains the best even 20 plus years later. What made this match work so well was that each man had a history.
And Lola, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The 2008 one Elimination Chamber match, when it was Jeff Hardy and Triple H, last two, that one was pretty fire too.
With Triple H, which made every wrestler feel like a credible threat because everyone was on the level of Triple H. More importantly, these guys had excellent chemistry with one another. Of course, the Elimination Chamber match was far from perfect. Hell, it wouldn't even be on this list if it was. That brings us to the infamous 5-star frog splash that RVD hit, crushing Triple H's throat. Triple H was already a bloody mess, but the Elimination Chamber was billed as a violent and dangerous match, and that unexpected injury upped the ante of that element. A danger and violence is a sly storytelling element that keeps the audience invested in matches like these. If the fans didn't believe in the action, then they wouldn't invest in the story or gimmick. Wrestling is like a fantasy where we need to connect with everything that's going on between those ropes. While I'm sure Triple H would have preferred not to have his throat crushed, that one moment helped propel that great match into something incredible. Number 3, Brock Lesnar botching the shooting star press at WrestleMania 19. Now you've seen this botch time and time again, yet Lesnar vs Angle is still listed as one of the best WrestleMania events in the 21st century. There's no doubt that it was cool to see such a behemoth pull off one of the best high-flying moves in pro wrestling, but what this botch did was add drama to a match that somewhat needed it. And we all know that Brock Lesnar was winning here. This is Kurt frickin' Angle, so he was already a certified main event star. But this was a passing of the torch moment for Lesnar's babyface run. It was clear that something went wrong given how much of a sell job Lesnar was doing. This was a genuine moment where it seemed that Kurt Angle could actually win. Sure, the illusion was crushed 10 seconds later when Brock Lesnar hit his third F5 and pinned Kurt, but that botch gave Lesnar a vulnerability that was missing throughout the match. Without that botch, it still would have been a great match, but it elevated into something far more memorable because it added drama and characterization to a story that felt extremely predictable. Number 4, Vickie Guerrero forgets her cue to stop Eddie, SummerSlam 2005.
I saw this.
The Eddie Guerrero-Rey Mysterio feud in 2005 was the very definition of sports entertainment at its finest. For sure, it was ridiculous, but there was a ladder match.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Dirty Dom before he was even titled Dirty.
Dominic. All the pieces of the puzzle fit into this melodrama. The ladder match wasn't about spots, it was about storytelling, which is why Vickie missing her cue to stop Eddie only helped the match further. And when Eddie was struggling to get the briefcase off, Mysterio and Eddie masterfully improvised a spot, and Eddie's reaction once he hit the mat was great. Him getting frustrated and legitimately upset fit his character to a T, as the whole reason this feud started was because Eddie couldn't beat Ray. However, if you heard the close-up of Eddie shouting about Vickie missing a cue, then it would break kayfabe for the most. But WWE was clever enough not to get too close to Eddie's angry rant, and it made his actions seem in line with the overall story. An incredible and emotional ladder match that managed to overcome the silliness of its soap opera angle. Number 5, Sim Snuka fails to catch The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. Now, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels is a flawless match. Granted, Sim Snooker may not feel that way because it was a match that got him fired, but the botched dive from Taker onto the cameraman helped heighten the drama between the two veterans. Now, for those who don't know, Sim Snooker played the cameraman and he was supposed to catch The Undertaker. He didn't, and it took some time for the WWE Hall of Famer to recover. But what this one botch did was allow fans to soak in the story of this amazing match and buy into Shawn Michaels beating The Undertaker, consequently breaking the streak. Now, that long countout was a nail-biting moment because of how real that incident felt. We as fans didn't know that it was a botch, but the sell was so brilliant that it was easy to buy into the notion that Taker had nothing else to give. Every fall after that botch had fans on the edge of their seats until Taker finally got the 3 count. The right botch can elevate any good match, especially when you have strong in-ring technicians like Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Number 6, Cesaro breaks his front tooth, No Mercy 2017. But whether it's Tyson Kidd or Sheamus, it seems like you can't do any wrong putting Cesaro in the tag team division. WWE's makeshift tag teams rarely work, but the bar had excellent chemistry with one another, and most importantly, they could go between the ropes. Of course, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are no slouches either, and these two had a banger at SummerSlam. Now, even though it was clear that Ambrose and Rollins were going to retain in their No Mercy rematch, the tag match got better once Cesaro accidentally damaged his front teeth after he sent flying into the ring post. It added some grittiness and sparked the match, and there was a moment where it felt like the bar would actually regain these belts. But this injury helped put over Cesaro's character and made him look like a total badass fighting through the pain to win back belts WWE have told us were worthless for years. When you have moments of men or women fighting through tremendous pain in a title match, it puts over the value of those belts tremendously. It also gives their character some dimension that every story demands. This is one of the best tag team title matches in modern era of wrestling. Number 7, the 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match is a continuous car crash you can't turn your eyes away from. It's fast and filled with botches, but for some odd reason, these botches actually worked in favor of the match. Ladder matches are no stranger to botches, especially when it's multiple men or women in a match. Those botches tend to come from overly complicated spots and dealing with multiple people in a chaotic situation. The 2024 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match works so well because nothing feels contrived and fake. The botches bring out the realism in wrestling, and there's never a point where any of it ruins the flow of the match. And that said, it doesn't mean the entire match is filled with botches, as there are a couple of memorable sequences, including the excellent ending of Chelsea Green being pushed off the ladder by Tiffany Stratton. Is it the best ladder match you'll ever see? Well, not even close. But it's a great example of a chaotic match that works well in its own way.
Really good.
And number 8, McIntyre is accidentally busted open Hell in a Cell 2024. Now, this is the match that made Hell in a Cell cool again. But don't get us wrong, we've had several gems like Triple H and Taker and Edge and Taker, but the concept itself has been destroyed by the stupid gimmick pay-per-views that weaken Hell in a Cell's reputation.
This one wasn't that bad though.
Drew McIntyre and CM Punk are in the running for the best feud of the year. The promos and storytelling were top-notch, and their final match ended on a superb note. However, the botch comes from McIntyre being busted open by a toolbox. Now, according to rumors, Punk was the only one who was supposed to bleed, but McIntyre's bleeding further cemented just how personal this feud was, and it backed up Punk's mental state leading into the match. More importantly, it brought back the danger and violent element of the Hell in a Cell.
Bro, this match was so good, dude. Not gonna lie, it was good. The only thing I wished, I made a video before, the only thing I really wished, bro, was just them going outside. Just for the iconic sake, because we haven't had that in a while, you feel me? So I feel like that would have been kind of fire. Granted, I understand it now as I'm talking. You kind of need a bigger guy to do that, you know what I'm saying, to make it look legit. But still, you know, they could have just escalated it a little more, but it was a good match, bro. It delivered
for quite some time.
Storytelling
can be a powerful storytelling tool when it's used correctly.
Right.
Since it's rare to see color in the WWE these days, it makes a match or segment stand out when it actually happens. But there you have it, folks. 8 botches that.
And I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, the referee giving Drew the towel, and it was white towel, kind of added it too. So it was like, dang, is he okay? And oh wow, this is real. That's kind of like what it gave, and the fact that, you know, both men were, you know, safe, and they continued the match and got the match done. Shout out to both of them, man. Great feud going on, and that feud ain't done, bro. I low-key think it's gonna keep going. We just need some space from it. But Drew's doing his thing, and so is CM Punk, though, man. Shout out to Wrestlelamia, man. This was a dope video. I already gave it a like. Guys, do me a favor, go check their channel out, and if you haven't done so already, please power bomb that subscribe button for your boy on the road to 2K subscribers. I just got a text. Peace.